well, today's video is going to be a bit different. What's up, guys? It's Randy.
And Juliana.
And, well, we're
Isabella,
back.
but she's laying down.
She's sleeping. But, that's not the point. Today's video is going to be different, and I think we're just going to do a story time. First story time video. And get you guys used to story time. So, babe, do you want to tell them what it's going to be about?
About how we found out about, me being pregnant and how we told our parents and how we reacted and what we thought and what, you know, how everything kind of went down.
Yeah.
Because it all happened pretty fast, so.
Alright, well, let's see. How do I want to start?
Let's see.
What were we doing when we found like
I remember going to CVS and I remember buying the first test because I was always with you. And I remember taking it and I remember just being scared because I was like, I better not say it because I was nervous to, you know, tell my mom and my dad and to tell his family, so we were kind of scared. And then when I first took the first test, it said I was pregnant, and then the second test, I said I was pregnant, so I was like, okay.
Keep in mind, we didn't believe him.
So we kept thinking, you know, no, I wasn't. So then we ended up going to like a pregnancy place because I'm underage. So
not underage. I mean,
well, I'm 16, but still, I'm still under 18. So you know, most places you have to be 18 or whatever. And that's when I like finally found out that I was actually, you know, we had to believe it, and I was already over 11 weeks, so there really wasn't much we could do. So we waited a long time to tell both of our parents. We told his first, then we told my mom.
But it was funny. What's funny was, it was Christmas. Yeah, Christmas, just recently, obviously. And she, you know, she's supposed to be due in April 5th. So in 4 days, something like that. And so it's Christmas time, and her mom doesn't know about it still. And I'm like, you know, you need to just say it. So
we came back from New York, and I texted my mom, and I told her, and she was mad at me, and then, you know, we kind of talked, and she kind of got over it. And now my mom loves her to death, so.
Which is important. But it was struggle, wouldn't you say?
I mean, the pregnancy was a struggle, but now it's not. I mean, she's got everything she needs, so.
The whole process was a struggle, though. I mean,
for me, at least. But I mean, I guess that can be for a different time, unless I can just tell it in here.
Right. New time.
Maybe we do. Before she starts crying.
Well.
It's just, I don't know, it's just a lot, though, to talk about, though. There's too much to a story. I just went through a pretty severe and hard time pregnancy. So, wasn't she like 26 weeks? No. She was...
Well, okay, it was January, and this was after her mom knew, so her mom was able to help us get the help we needed.
So I finally went to go see, like, an OBGYN, and, you know, the second time he seen me, he told me I had a disease called preeclampsia, which is, like, a disease that you get...
It's pretty
like,
much when...
Oh my God, at a young age. And since I'm young, I ended up having to deal with it. Pretty severe, though, like, it was very severe, like, I could have died, or she could have died, like, Isabella could have died. And, you know, I'm blessed to say that we're both still here, and, you know, she's here, and let's just say that, what do you call it, like...
My nose itches, that's what you call it.
That I guess, you know, everyone goes through something in life. But, I mean, that was some pretty scary stuff, though, to go through, though. And even if I would have told my mom in the beginning, it wouldn't have changed what I had to go through. Because it's something, you know, you can't help. Anybody can look it up on Google. I'm sure people's families have dealt with it, too. It's common in, you know, young pregnancies or people under 25. So, yeah, that's kind of it.
You know, I remember being at work. No. It was the day my grandma had to leave. My grandma moved to Florida, and that day kind of broke my heart. But I remember
calling you.
The day I was supposed to take my grandma to the airport, I got a call from her saying, hey, you know, you need to come to the hospital. And I didn't really think much of it. I was like, okay, you know, what for? And she told me, hey, you know, my doctor said we need to get there. We need to... So I, you know, did what any responsible person would do, and I was there. I got to the hospital, and what I thought was a couple days stay turned into, what, a week?
Yep.
And 2 days later after that, she had to have Isabella. And well, let's just say that wasn't fun, but it was an experience for both of us.
Yeah, but I never want to have a kid again, I tell you that.
I don't say that.
It's too much.
Well, we're okay.
Just I hope all young couples realize that having a kid so young is not worth
fun.
it right now. You know, get your lives together and go to school and work everything else out before you worry about having a kid. Because trust me, a kid will break you.
But they are miracles, and we love her to death. She's right down there.
So that's why we keep looking down here.
I'll show you guys. She's in her little sleeper. We're trying to get her.
A little rocker.
We're trying to get her.
We're
trying to get her to go to sleep. She's been sleeping all day, and
now she's yawning.
We actually want her to go to bed because she's yawning. She won't.
Nope.
But it's okay.
But your mom was pretty happy. Your family was shocked, but they were happy.
They knew. No, my stepdad knew.
Yep. So did my mom's boyfriend at the time. He knew too. So I mean.
But no one believed it. And we didn't even tell my mom. Actually, we went there. We had all the ultrasounds, and we're like, you know, we're gonna tell my mom. So actually, we didn't. So what we did instead was I grabbed my older brother because he has 2 kids. He's got twins, actually, a boy and a girl. But I grabbed him, and she grabbed my stepsister-in-law, and she told her, and then I told my brother, and you know, they were excited, but they actually told my mom and my stepdad, you know, and they were happy. You know, they were kind of like, you know, did this really happened?
It all happened so fast, though.
But
and before we know it, she's gonna be 18, and we're just gonna have to deal with it.
And you guys will see her grow up.
Yep, they will.
Which is.
But I mean, there wasn't really much to. I mean.
Gonna be fun.
Besides. You know what's funny though is like when I was swelling up, like on my face was all swelled, and my feet and my hands. Like you guys, like for the viewers and stuff, you guys won't know because you guys probably don't all have me on social media. But when I was in the hospital, man, I was so puffed up. I looked like a, what do you call those things? Like a big marshmallow. Like my face was so puffy, and my hands and my feet were gigantic.
She was drained. They had her on medicine.
They had me on a magnesium sulfate for the whole time I was there.
She couldn't eat. She could barely sleep. Man, it was terrible. And
they had IVs in both my arms.
And I know her going through it changed her life, but me being there watching her, it hurt me too. I went home. The first night she was there, I went home. And I had to work the next day. I had to work in the morning, so I didn't know if she would have to be that long, but I went home and I was crying, and I'm like, you know, what's going to happen?
Yeah, like if they wouldn't have took her out when they did, we probably would have both, you know, been in some seriously bad conditions. I don't know what would have happened. Because they kept taking their time, like, I don't understand why they did, but it's over with now, so it is what it is. But it's something, you know, I'll always remember.
It was just a bad thing, you think.
I'm just glad I didn't have to go through labor, I tell you. I tell everyone that now.
She's just scared.
I just have a scar down that, you know, will always be there forever, but it's okay.
Oh, look at the little angel though. Now we've got Isabella,
And we got pets. We got hamsters and a dog.
We got a fat little hamster who we love.
But we got 4 hamsters, but they're separated because they're 2 girls and 2 boys. And then we got my dog, Nikita. And then, yeah, but, I mean, I probably went through a lot more than a lot of people go through. Especially being as young as she is. It's not even that. It's just because I had it very severely, though. Like, it wasn't just a little bit, you know, of preeclampsia. I had it, like, fully, like, developed. And, like, it was horrible. I had to have a catheter, and those things are not comfortable at all. Especially when, I remember when the EMT guy, when I got out of the, you know, out of the ambulance, whatever, the first time he accidentally tugged on it. Man, it made me bleed. It really hurt really bad. If anybody has ever experienced that pain, you guys know how that feels. So.
My point being is hospitals aren't fun. We were there the whole week, and I think I got about as much sleep as she did, just because I couldn't sleep. She couldn't sleep. I know she couldn't sleep.
Hospital beds are crappy.
She had an IV in, and every time she moved her arm, I swear to God, the machine dinged. All you heard
every
was a
time
loud,
I couldn't even move my IV, not even like a sample away.
A loud, high-pitched beeping.
And they drew my blood at least, like, not even joking, guys, like 62 times. I swear to God, I lost like so much blood. And it was always from this vein, or up here, like up in my hand, or like the back of my hand. You guys should have seen all the bruises I had all over my arms. They're gone now because it's been a little bit of time, but you can still kind of see my veins are kind of swollen on both arms. But it was quite an experience, and if we ever have kids ever again, I'll wait till I'm older.
For sure.
Till after we're 25.
But the point of this video, I think, was just to talk to you guys about what she went through. You know, you guys are, obviously, we told you in our first video, I think, or our second video, that we had a daughter, and that, you know.
You know, and if people want to hate on her and say stuff about her, I mean, then don't watch our videos. Don't waste your time, you know, to talk crap about our daughter. Because she's beautiful in our eyes, and if you guys don't think so, then just don't watch her YouTube channel.
Exactly.
Go watch somebody else's, or just stay off YouTube. I mean, it's that simple.
But
so.
We just wanted to pretty much talk to you guys. You know, there's a lot of videos on the internet. You'll search people. I mean, there's people who are in the same position as she was, and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to tell their parents. But in our opinion, or well, my opinion, she might have a different opinion than me. But what I think, if you're in the same situation, don't be scared. I mean, your parents are going to be mad, or they'll be disappointed.
Well, it depends what kind of parents, you know, people have.
It really depends. I mean, if, you know, my mom is genuinely, she's calm all around. She's coolest mom in the world, I'll tell you that. Even my grandma, she's the coolest person in the world. And, you know, we just sit down and talk to them. Tell them, hey, you know, this happened, and I realize what a struggle it's gonna be, but I need your support, and I need you to be here.
Yeah, everyone's got our back now, so.
And because if you don't, I'm telling you, it's gonna hurt. I know I have friends that their parents kicked them out. They struggle badly.
But it is what it is. Every family's different.
And it is. But don't let that be you. Don't.
I mean, unless you're over 18 and you don't want to tell your parents, then that's
your choice.
But, you know, it's stupid not to tell your parents because that's their grandkids, and, you know, they want to be able to see.
But, I mean, being in the same situation she was in.
I needed my mom. I really did. My mom was, you know, all my hope.
I mean, yeah, we told my mom, but
his mom couldn't really help me.
She can't do nothing because it's not her daughter.
So.
I mean, it'll soon be her daughter-in-law.
In a few years.
Because I love her. But, yeah. So, I think we already told you, the point of this video was just to talk to you guys. Let you guys know what she went through. And, you know.
And just trust me. I'm telling everyone now, though. Don't rush into having kids. Don't.
And
I mean, yeah, they're blessings and whatever, but, you know, you want to live your life to the fullest, especially if you're young. I mean, we might have messed up, but we got the cutest baby in the world.
She's an angel.
So.
And she's one of the quietest babies you'll ever meet, I'll tell you that.
Besides the first night
Believe
she
it or
came
not,
home.
No, that was terrible. We told you she was sleeping, And actually, we thought she was, but this whole time she's been staring at the walls, looking around.
She just looks around.
She's just curious, you know. It's just kids. You gotta love them, man. You gotta love them. Kids in general. You gotta love kids.
Oh, I thought you okay. We gotta get a kid.
But for the people looking for advice, just go by what we said. Don't be scared, because no matter what you do, your parents are gonna hate you. Well, not hate you, but they're gonna be disappointed, and they're gonna want to murder you maybe. But they'll get over it, because it'll go into their mind like, hey, I'm a grandparent, and this is gonna be fun. At least that's how I think of it.
Just don't be scared, because your parents will always help you in the end. Especially if you have to go through something like I did. Because without my mom, and if I wouldn't have said anything in the beginning, probably would have lost my life. So I had to, you know, and I didn't know what I was going through until I went to the doctors. My OBGYN, and the second time I went there is when I got told what I had. Because, I mean, you don't know in the beginning. It happens after like 20 weeks after you're pregnant, so it's not like I knew the first time I went. Which is crappy, but once they told me, man, I was in tears. I didn't know what was going on with me and my body. I didn't even get to use the bathroom one more time, like regularly, without a catheter inside me. It was horrible. I will always remember something like that. It's the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. And trust me, nobody wants to go through that.
No. Trust me.
Guys are lucky because they don't got to deal with it, but girls got to go through everything.
But I was with her every single night, and like I said, I cried. It was terrible. It was the worst thing I think I've ever experienced.
You cried? Man, I was in pain up and down, man.
I wasn't, not physical pain.
I felt like death, like literally, I felt like I was dying. Like, I couldn't eat or drink anything but like ice water and ice chips.
Ice chips.
And I wasn't even going through labor, though, is what everyone, needs to know. I had an emergency C-section to get her out because, my blood pressure was like
She had the preeclampsia, and that was killing her liver. That was killing her kidneys.
Everything you could think of.
And
but what was my blood pressure? I forgot. Wasn't it over
It was high. It was like...
It's like almost like 200 or something. I don't honestly know. Don't listen to what I just said.
It was high. It was not normal.
Like, they were going to keep me in the hospital until they could control my blood pressure. It was basically what it was.
Because what was happening was
I was
they kept
on
giving her
medicine
medicine,
after, too.
And then her kidneys actually got back to normal level, but
then my liver was like giving up,
dropping, and it was killing her. So they're like, we need to do this. I think it was 6 in the morning on January 24th.
It was like 6. Yeah, I had her.
No, 5:30 in the morning.
Yep.
And then
they were in there like every 10 minutes. I swear they were in there like every 15 minutes. And then after I had her, they'd visit like every 3 hours? Come in there like every 3 hours.
4 hours, like every 4 hours.
It wasn't that bad, but I still had the IV in my arm. It was the IV was just chilling in my arm. Like there was nothing connected to it. It was just chilling in my arm. So the IV suck. I know people know how those feel.
But I think we're gonna wrap the video up because, this is all we had planned really. Just to.
Because we promised a video the other day and we got busy because she just started. She just came home Thursday, so we've been trying to spend so much time with her.
So we apologize for saying, we'll have a video. I think we're going to try and upload every couple days a week until, we figure something out. But, yeah. Because I know.
If anybody has any questions, you guys can always add me on social media and ask questions.
We always put our social medias down here in the description.
So
don't be afraid to check it out.
Or comment or something or.
I add mostly everyone back. She doesn't like to, but
I will if I I don't know. I don't really talk to nobody, so it's kind of hard.
But with that being said, we're gonna wrap it up. So do us a favor, like, subscribe,
and
turn on your
comment
post notifications.
You want to
comment what you guys thought.
If you want us to improve, if you want us to make a better video.
No.
If there's something we miss, if there's something you want to know.
Like we already told you guys, this channel is gonna be based about not vlogging. It's gonna be like vlogging challenges, story time. If we have anything to tell you that's exciting. What else did we say? Pranks. Yeah. We haven't done one of those yet, but I'm telling you, we have one coming.
Yep.
We have one coming, and she's not gonna see it, or I won't see it. Whoever gets to it first. But yeah, So, I guess we'll talk to you guys when we see you again, right?
Yeah.
So, again, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, please. We're at 120 subscribers, which is insane. We're growing a lot faster than I thought we would. So, pass our channel around to your friends. Tell everyone to subscribe, because I'm telling you, our content will get better. And if you guys think we're boring, well, that sucks. So, we'll see you guys next time.